Palantir recently reported quarterly financial results, and surprisingly, the stock price fell following spectacular figures. And I think that just goes to show how expensive Palantir stock had gotten ahead of the company's quarterly financial release. So, in its most recently completed quarter, Palantir's management team highlighted that revenue grew 63% year over year and 18% from the previous quarter. They outperformed across the board, driven by strong execution in the US, which accounted for three-fourths of our business in Q3 and increased 77% year over year and 20% sequentially. Importantly, the business outside the US is struggling, but inside the US, Palantir is gaining traction among enterprises, and that's what's fueling expansion. Palantir had always had great success with government institutions in the United States and its allies, but what's been driving the success more recently is its expansion into enterprises, and that's really broadening out the customer base and increasing the company's growth trajectory. And they allude to this fact. They say their US commercial business grew at an incredible 121% year over year and 29% from the previous quarter, driven by insatiable demand and the quantified exceptionalism compelling customers to scale AIP across their operations. Palantir offers great value to enterprises. They love the return on investment. The challenging part for Palantir is making its services affordable to more enterprises. That's one of the primary reasons it was so successful with government institutions, is because governments have larger budgets and they can allocate those budgets without all the constraints that enterprises face. But enterprises, not as many of them can afford Palantir's services. Even if they agree that Palantir offers a great value, if Palantir is charging them $1 million and they're only generating $100,000 a year in sales, that business cannot afford Palantir's services. But what Palantir is doing a great job of lately is demonstrating to enterprises the value it adds, and therefore broadening the customer base by showing the customers what Palantir can do from them. And then as enterprises, as entrepreneurs and managers and owners feel more confident about the value that Palantir can deliver, they can then feel more comfortable expanding their budgets towards Palantir services. Click the link below to watch the full video.